Hey, welcome back. First, I want to thank all the new subscribers. I appreciate you following me on my build. For those that don't know, this is a 1959 Ford F100 stepside. It was a former military vehicle back in the day from Washington State. And I got it from my brother-in-law who bought it from a guy in Wyoming and stuff. Unfortunately, the person in Wyoming didn't do the repairs correctly, so now I get to. And that's okay, because it's stuff I enjoy doing. 2 days ago, I made pretty good progress. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you. Alright, as you can see, I got the frame cleaned and steering column's missing. Pulled the box out and the whole column. Got that angle iron cut off that was across here. This was one of the holes that was cut in there with a torch. That's another one. They cut that hole with a torch. Apparently they moved the steering column down from what I can see from its original location, which is this hole. And then you get this, and that for the mounting bolts. Why on earth they did that, I don't know. Unless it had something to do with the pitman arm here. Trying to change the angle. As you can see, they kinked it there to bend it. But it took me all day to get that piece of angle iron cut out of there. I had to cut it out in chunks. But I got it. I bought new bolts to mount the steering column. I've got to drill the fourth hole here because they never did for the cross member for the motor mounts. Which, let me see. Nope, you can't see it. Let me move my cords here and see if I can get the light over here better. Let's see. You can see where the drain plug is for the pan. They have this cross member going back behind the pan, right on the curve where it comes up. Well, from this angle, if I put the axle on top of the leaf springs, it'll interfere. And my problem is, oops, sorry, they fully welded the joints here all the way around on that. So what I'm thinking, or what I'd like to do, is have this, instead of curved backwards, is have it curved forward to where it goes in front of the drain plug on the oil pan. But if I leave it like it is with the motor mounts welded here, it's going to shove the engine forward, which I don't want to do. So I'd have to cut these tabs off, weld them back on the other side when I'd roll it forward. The other way around it is unbolt it from each side, unbolt it from the motor mount, take it out, spin it 180 degrees, put it back in, and then this would be on the front side. Well, it would be on the back. Am I doing that right? I don't know. But it should be in the correct position. and it would give me the angle I want on it to do that. So you can also see, for whatever reason, this wire out of the way, where they cut this out. So what I did was I went back to my old F350 frame that I still have pieces of and cut a section out to repair this. Now, before I show you that, you can see this is 1959, so it's 66-year-old steel. It's not all pitted up and stuff. That's all just grinding dust. And this is 1995 steel, and you can see how pitted up it is. And that even had a spray coating for protection on it. Pretty sad about modern day steel. So anyways, I did cut this piece out. You notice that the corners are rounded down here, both sides. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in place. I'm going to mark it out all the way around, cut it out, cut it out of here, put this in place, and get it welded in. So it'll repair that section of the frame. And I have to notch this edge for this hole. Sorry. And just a tiny bit on that corner for the steering gearbox to come through. But once that's in place, that'll fully restore that section of the frame. Haven't figured out what I'm going to do with these two holes yet. I might cut up and across, back down, take that whole section out, weld a new flat piece in there. This is 3/8 inch steel plate that they stuck in there to stiffen it because of this cut and these. And that runs from right here. You can see the edge in there. Runs from right there all the way up to be right here behind the shock mount. And it's stuck in with the these bolts holding it for the cross member. Once this is repaired, all here, I don't need that plate in there. So I'm contemplating take it out, leave it in. I'm not sure. I do need to clean that out and fill that with some weld. The other problem on this frame is where they, oops, keep putting my finger in the way. Let me put it underneath. As you can see, the damage there. So I'm going to have to turn the light on. There. I have to fix that. Also. So, yeah, there's the steering column. That one has a broken worm drive gear. I've got a spare somewhere. From there, I thought this was kind of funny. This was the bump stop for the frame. They've got this little tiny Allen head bolt in there. A little 1/4 inch. But yeah, I had gotten tired of working inside this cab and just needed a break, so I went and focused on getting this frame squared away. Excuse me. I am going to have to come in every place where I got a little deep with the cutoff wheel and fill those spots in. So that's no big deal. I got the holes ground down that I welded shut up front. Need to finish cleaning around that front shackle. And I need to, I got my firewall all ground down where I did all the welding. I got to take, I got one rivet here out, one rivet here out, and I think it's these two I got to cut off because they just whacked the old transmission cross member out when they put this engine in. So I gotta get, for some reason my video keeps stopping. What I was saying is I gotta get this old transmission cross member out. You can see where they just cut it right there to put this engine and transmission in. So I'll take care of that too. I already did the passenger side and stuff. Yeah, if I get any more done, I'll update you and go from there. Getting this piece welded in, once I get this cut out, is my next step. And I'll go from there. So I'll bring you back later when I get that done. Okay, as you can see, I got my magnets holding the new piece in. Sorry for the noise, you're sitting right next to the welder. We'll go ahead and get it tacked in. This new smell, it's 16. I'm playing 10 inch. New piece is loose. There. I'm going to apply my heat for the third piece of things. Nice. Captain. Is right here, from here, actually right there, yeah, right here, all the way up to here, this sidewall is curved in, like something hit it. Okay, I'm going to use my step bit. Clean it up a bit. Love it. Bring some oil out there. I hate it when people half-ass a job. Which causes more work for the next person. Okay. Change the camera angle a little bit. So I'm not blocking it while I'm welding. Alright. I'm just going to plug weld these. That's all I'm doing. Okay. Come on. Sorry. That's so sweet. I think that's nice. It'll give you a that's it. Look at it now, forth. Get right hole. And go back and forth that time. Look up. Okay. Good more. Next question, okay. What's he gonna do? Okay. That's all like that, right there. That's it, yes. Hold on, check. Keep it here, right? Clean. Goose by the bumper. fixed. Fill all these cut marks. And grind it. Cut off the middle. Stuck back here. Frame's cooler. Chunk like that out. Might just do the side and then the bottom separate. I think that'd be the better answer. Oh, good. Now to grind it all. Wish I had a way to push this back out straight. That's a good 3/8 of an inch. Alright. I got some 3/16 plate. I forgot about that. Oh, excuse me. All right. Now I'll bring it all back after I grind it all down. Ow.